Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Amawam. Coming to you with another lesson, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash. As always, double honors goes to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, blessings, and salutations always to the Arkham out there that the hopeful elect, man, pushing this word in truth and sincerity in these last days, man. And I'm not going to forget, the remnant of our people destined for salvation also, that believe on this word, man. Scattered across the four corners of the earth, who some will look like the other nations, man. We can't be scattered everywhere and look like Negroes, man. Alright, so cool. So anyway, I want to play this little video of this young Filipino girl, man. Because if you didn't know already, a lot of the Filipinos are Israelites, man. And this is going to get into that point. We was talking about this at camp about the different spirits of different nations, man. You can tell, like, these like, say the Moabites, for example, they're kind of like blank sheets of paper, man. They're just, blank stares. They don't have anything about them, That's just a fact. Esau, Edomites, their spirit is of the wicked, man, of pride, and of deception. And Jake is, not right now as a whole, but Jake has that spirit of, just being the best at everything, man. Even walking down the street, you can tell someone who's, and that's what the scriptures say. The Lord says, ye are the salt of the earth, man. Right? I mean, in what, man? We bring that flavor to this world. Without us in it, this world would be dead. This world would be boring. It would be a sad place to live in. Everybody knows that. Right? Everybody knows that, man, in their heart of hearts. We set the trends. We brought the inventions, even though they try to hide those facts. We're the best at the sports, the music, and the academics if given a chance. All right, so that's how we can tell. We can read the spirits, man. We can read the spirit of a person, man. We can know if they're a heathen or if they're an Israelite, man. So I'm gonna play this video of this young Filipino girl, man, which I most definitely believe is an Israelite, man. All right.
Sa ulo mo, no, now I just to do. So go easy. May baka this silence.
So look, this is gonna be a short one, so I'm gonna play that. And just repeat. It's just repeat it. It's a loop. So as you can see, man, very talented, very young, very talented. Got that soulful spirit, man. Carrying the notes, man. And if you didn't know already, a lot of them Filipinos, man, they've got great voices, man, just like a lot of Jakes. Do you know how many Jakes are walking around this world without record deals, man? They could blast a lot of these so-called singers and celebrities out the water with their vocals, man. But not everyone can do that, all right? It's not allotted to everybody, right? That world of Beyonce's and Whitney Houston's and stuff like that, they are, there's a reason why they're in those positions, man. Well, we're not going to get into that right now. This is about, the spirits and Jake being who they are, man. Let's get, in fact, yeah, I've got something that I wanted to read quickly, some of it, right? So it says, this is on this Face to Face Africa, right? And I'm not obviously saying that we're Africans. We know we're not Africans. We know we're Israelites that were, pushed into Africa, man, into hiding, right? We know this already, so we don't need to go there. But it says these native Africans were the original inhabitants of the Philippines, right? So it goes on to say that the Aeta or Agta people are the indigenous black-skinned people. They're not black-skinned, they're brown-skinned, who inhabit the remote mountainous regions of Luzon, Philippines. The Aeta are under the bracket of Austronesians, groups in Southeast Asia, Oceania, and East Africa that speak languages belonging to the Austronesian language family. The Austronesians also reside in South Africa, Suriname, Mauritius, and some portions of Andaman, which I've never heard of. The Andaman, I've never heard of the Andaman. I want to see what that is actually. It says the Aeta are also considered to be Negritos, right? A name given to them by Spanish conquerors. They have dark brown to extremely dark brown skin, kinky and curly hair, which ranges in dark brown to blonde, small noses, dark brown eyes, and possess short height. Just like those jakes that were found, which is another lesson completely, in Ireland, man, who were short of stature, man, of swarthy. That's in the book, The Negro Question, Part 2, I believe. Anyway, the history. So it says, due to internal strife within the tribe, disorganization, and a weak mode of fighting of enemies, some Aeta were sold into slavery in Borneo and China during the 1500s, as documented by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, a Spanish navigator and governor general. You see, that's part of the curses, right? And also being called Negrita, that's part of the curses as well. That's a byword, man. That basically means Negro, man. That's one of the the bywords and the proverbs, man. And here's more of a curse. It's due to deforestation, illegal logging, mining, and slash and burn farming, the number of Aetas has dwindled down to the thousands. So they got hit by the curses, man. It says, like other nomadic African tribes, the Aeta are adept at using bows and arrows. They have been documented as being excellent warriors who can attack field workers or travelers that wander into their territory. So anyway, it's getting into all sorts, but the point is clear, man. All right, it's just to back it up with this, the etymology, Negritic, right? It says of or pertaining to the Negro race. All right, what does the Zondervan dictionary tell you? That Ham was the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, man. These people are classed as Negroes, therefore they are Israelites. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many good singers in the Philippines. It's ridiculous, man. It's like everyone can do it, and they come with and when they do it, man, they're not faking it. As we have a saying in this truth, you can't fake Jake, man. You can just tell they come with the swagger as well. They got the swagger when they're doing it. Obviously, that girl didn't. She was young. You could tell she was nervous as well. Everyone's asking her to sing and filming her and stuff, but she didn't stop her from belting out that Adele song, man. And I'm not so sure, but I want to say this, I have a feeling that Adele is a Jake as well, man. I mean, she has to be, the way she hits them notes, man, the way she sings them songs with such soul. All right, that's what everything about us is soul. It's called, because we have the true soul, man, because our soul is given to us, right, by the Heavenly Father, man. All right, we are the sons of the living power, or we are the children of the living power, man. So we need, these other people out here need to put a stop to trying to teach that, the 12 tribes are all Negroes, man. I don't understand the scriptures, man. There's a remnant out there scattered across the four corners of the earth, man. Right, destined to be brought back, to be redeemed. So anyway, let's get the scriptures, man. In fact, let's start with what I quoted. Just a few scriptures. We're not going to go too deep here. You know, we've been there, done this. This is Yahushua speaking, man. It says, "Ye are the Matthew 5:13 says, "Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men." You see, so yeah, we are still, even in our captivity, man, we're still showing the world that we're the best, right? Everything, right? But ultimately, we're not showing it as we should be. But, you know, you know, we're here to exalt the Most High, man. So when we're at our greatest, that's how we do it. When we're at our greatest, that's how we exalt the Most High, man. All right, but at the moment, you know, it says the salt have lost his savor. It says, verse 14 says, "Ye are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill and cannot be hid." And like I said, even now, we cannot be hid, man. This world these other nations are envious of us. Hence the reason why they, you know, Psalms 83, do their best to try and destroy us as a people, man. So, you know, the Lord said himself, man. You know, let me get one of them old scriptures, man, real quick, because it just popped in. Deuteronomy 7:6 says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." Right? So we're above all people, man. Alright? Let's go to 28. Verse, where is it? Verse 37, it says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee." Right? So these modern day Filipinos, man, are a mixture of, you have a mixture of the Negritas, which is the Israelites, which is the Jake seed, right? And you have a mixture of the Spaniards, man, the Edomites, man. That's why the lighter ones, you know, will tend more to be of the ilk of Edom, man. Because remember, that's what happens in captivity, man. You know, it's always talked about, you know, how we know that we're the children of Israel because of slavery and stuff. But remember, even in the transatlantic slave trade, man, them Edomites were running up in our women and you know, basically taking them for themselves and producing Edomite sons, man. So even that is, you know, we ain't gonna know until Yahushua, man. Right? Yahushua is gonna decide. He's gonna show you who's who in these last days, man. I had another one in my brain, but it's kind of gone. All right, yeah. Isaiah 11:11 says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea." Right? So that's telling you, man, straight up and down, you know, the Lord is going to basically collect all his people from all these nations, man. Even the islands of the sea. There's nowhere where Jake isn't, man. Alright? So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna do a long one. I think I'll close out on that really, but just a quick one. Hope it's edifying. You know, like I said, you know, we're gonna see more of this, man. We're seeing more and more of these other nations that are, you know, that have that spirit of Jake, man. In fact, I've got some more, and I'm gonna close it now. I've got a couple more just through the spirit just came to my mind, man. All right, but as I was saying, you're gonna see more and more, as I've been seeing these so-called heathens coming out of the woodwork and you know behaving like Jake, man. It's because they are Jake, and that's from Edomite looking Jakes, Elamite looking Jakes, Ishmaelite looking Jakes, Moabite looking Jakes, Ammonite looking Jakes. Now all the nations, man, have Jake in them. What is it now? Romans 8 and 16 says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Right? And if children, then heirs. Oh, wait, let me just jump back. I'm going too fast here. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So it's the Spirit, man. You can tell who's who through the Spirit if you can discern that. All right. You know, even before this truth, I knew people that were Edomite looking and that, and you would say you'd call them black. You'd say, no, man, you're not. You'd say, no, you're not white. You're black, man, because of the way they moved, the way they talked, the way they acted. All right. And that's in the days before, you know, using the word Israelite. You know, we don't call ourselves black. Anyway, continuing, it says, and if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. And they have suffered, haven't they? It tells you, man. They had to go through, you know, slavery just as well, man. And a lot of them, a lot of them aren't rich out there, man. There's a lot of them that are poor out there. And I'll read the rest here. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And that's going to be in the kingdom, man, when the whole world is going to see us in our true glory, right? And to see Yahweh Shem Yahushai, will not see the Heavenly Father, but they're going to understand, you know, who the power is through us. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. That's what we're waiting for, man, aren't we? To be manifested into our true powers, man. To be rid of these earthly bodies, to have our spiritual bodies, man, giving us that spiritual power, you know, that everlasting strength and wisdom and righteousness, man. You know. Now I want to get one last one. John 1 and 4, it says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. And right, that's going into something else, but at the end of the day, you know, you got to try the spirits, man. Right, because I've seen a lot of camps dismissing people because they look a certain skin tone, man, which is ridiculous, man. And the brother, Caleb said that in the you know, to the side to me yesterday. He said, you know, that some Jakes come up and they don't look like Jakes, but, you know, like they don't look brown or anything, and other camps will dismiss them. But when you try them, man, and they're listening to what you're saying and they're agreeing with what you're saying, and you know, you can sense it off of them that they're Jakes, man. You ask a few questions about certain things and you can gauge. Right, we're walking around in disguises out here, man. And that's all part of the curses and the prophecy, man. Alright. Anyway, I'm gonna close out now. Lord willing, this was edifying lesson. yeah, man, just time is coming to an end for this place, man, and people are going to be revealed soon, man, to the world. Yeah. So we just got to keep moving, keep in the spirit, keep going to the best of our abilities, man. With that, I'm going to say shalom to the next one. Lord willing, this is edifying, man. Shalom.